Thanks again for taking the time to watch these Take a Step movement videos that Kenny Champagne has been good enough to put together for us. In this installment, I want to have 4 conversations with 4 giving types of households in our congregation. And I'm hopeful that as you all listen into the conversations that maybe fit your particular situation and fit other people's situation, that there's learning in all of this for all of us. So the first conversation I'd like to have is with our households that are tithing households. Perhaps you're tithing households, perhaps you're really close to a tithe, perhaps you exceed a tithe, whatever the case may be. Thank you for your faithfulness and for your generosity and for doing something that, quite honestly, in our world is totally countercultural. Your surrendering of your resources to the mission of Jesus Christ, your willingness to reprioritize your lives together to make giving generously to God is awesome, and it's a phenomenal witness in an increasingly selfish and narcissistic world. So as you guys also get an ask, you already understand what radical generosity looks like, and I know that you'll take whatever your particular ask is and you'll prayerfully consider it, and you'll do what you can. So thanks ahead of time for whatever that means for you. So my second conversation is with those of you who give faithfully, you give regularly, and you probably could be growing intentionally towards a tithe, but for whatever reason you're not. So first of all, hear from me, gratitude for what you already do financially for the congregation, both for our general fund, for our capital campaign, and for this other kinds of special appeals that are always happening around here, giving us opportunities to be generous towards ourselves. So my ask for you in this context is, certainly you'll be getting an ask like everybody else in the congregation, but beyond that, just a challenge to continue to grow intentionally towards a tithe. And maybe for you that this year in your household, that simply means figuring out what 1% of your income is and putting that on top of what you already do and taking a step forward, not just in terms of the ask, but towards a tithe itself, moving towards the goal of becoming a tithing household. So my third conversation is with those of you who do give, but maybe you give irregularly. Maybe sometimes you've got money in your pocket and sometimes you don't have money in your pocket. You give when you show up, sometimes when you don't show up, whatever the case may be. First of all, thank you for giving it all. It matters significantly to the mission of this congregation, and it's helping us be a vibrant congregation today. So my challenge to you in particular is to look at whatever you're doing in terms of your giving. Maybe consider taking a small step forward, a deeper ownership around here, but above all, figure out how to make it a regular giving. Maybe that means figuring out how to do online giving through our St. Stephen website and making it a regular thing like you do so many other things in your life. But just that regularity is not just a discipline of faith. That regularity means a lot of vibrancy for our congregation as well. So my last conversation is with those of you who, for whatever reason, don't give anything at all in the congregation right now. You don't need to feel any shame about that. I just want to say, first of all, thank you for being a part of our life together, our worship life or serving life, whatever the case may be. Because the reality is we do give in a lot of different ways, even ways that go beyond our pocketbooks, and I absolutely recognize that. So I don't know what the circumstances of your home are. I know that there are reasons that people can't give financially and otherwise. But I'm going to speak to you as if there is an opportunity for you to learn how to give. And maybe you think, I just can't give that much and it doesn't matter. But I'm here to tell you, your gifts of even like $5 a week adds up significantly over a year. And it's probably something your household wouldn't miss, but it would grow you as a giver to God and a giver in the context of this congregation. It would make you more powerful owners of our vibrancy and our life around here. And quite honestly, your small steps with everybody else's small steps adds up to a significant transformation of our capacity to do mission and ministry around here as well. So again, thank you for being here, being a part of our life together. And my invitation to you is just to take a step, an intentional $5 a week step, or whatever it is that your household can do, that you might grow in terms of your household's giving to God and ownership of our vibrancy as a congregation. So 4 different conversations, because quite honestly, we're not cookie cutter households, and the reality is we're all in different places with our giving. So whichever of these conversations is for you, I hope that you'll take the invitation and the ask and the gratitude to heart and figure out what you can do to increase ownership your own household's ownership of our mission and ministry together, especially through what gets accomplished in our general fund. Again, thank you for taking a step with me, with my household, and with the rest of us in this life of faith and this mission we share.